Well, it's Friday, and I'm here again. We've got 2 miles to go to the destination. I haven't been down this way for ages. Last time I was down here, it was Steve Walker's on the walking floors. Oh, you know, if I would have had the cameras going, I've got I had the footage. Yeah, I had not much of it like this, but I had some of it on my first channel, but it got wiped out with infringements or whatever it was. 3,500 films had gone there. Anyway, really done. The trouble is, if you do something and YouTube decides you're gone, they just switch you off, and that's the end of you. And it's back to square one. Anyway, let me explain why I'm here again. Right, so Wednesday was at 4 a.m. Oh, Reggie, no driver, blah 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 blah, hasn't turned in. Are you available? Yeah, I'm available. Come on, let's go then. So the plan was, I was going to do Wednesday and then possibly Thursday if he didn't come back. And then, you know what it's like. If he's took a Wednesday and Thursday, he's not going to come in on the Friday. So he's so I was on standby for today. Anyway, so I came in Wednesday, did that bloke's truck, and then yesterday they give me another truck. Okay, no problem. There was somebody else off. Right, okay, yeah. I'd sort of agreed Wednesday and agreed Thursday. All right for Friday. And then yesterday, when I went to fetch this box, I knew I was doing today because my name was on the documents. So, yeah, I was on standby, and the chances were I was going to be doing today anyway. But it wasn't mentioned. When I went to get this damn box last night, I knew it was me because my name's on the documents. As you know, in the trucks, your documents run ahead of you, your ID, or all that sort of stuff. So anyway, let's see if we can find this place. I worked for S. Walker's. Wow, we did some mileage up, one end of the country to the other. I'd be in London one week, I'd be top of Scotland the next week. Wow, used to do some stuff. I used to do a lot in London. Trouble was, if you got sent to London on a Monday, beginning of the week, you were down there all week. You never escaped from the place. Sometimes you'd go up north, you'd be roundabouts in the country, and then you'd be sent to London. Well, at least you're coming home on a Friday. Right, and I used to load up in a scrapyard in Brighton and bring you back. And they'd say, come back in about Saturday morning, and you'd be Saturday morning, you'd be fuming that they hadn't loaded you on the Friday night because they'd run out of time, or you hadn't turned up. If you turned up at 4 o'clock, it's too late, they're not going to load you because there was a queue in front of you or something, Anyway, it's been ages since we've been down there. Here we are. A quarter of a mile away. We're not far at all. No. It's supposed to be down here. It's called something dental equipment. How the hell can you have a 20-foot container full of dental equipment? Is it a dentist chair? Is it a dentist? Is it that sort of stuff? I don't know. Anyway, let's plod on and see if we can find the place. I think there is a little industrial. I used to come down here quite a lot, fetching local council garbage, walking floors, that sort of thing. Right, here we are. We've got to go in here. And I haven't took any notice where all the yellow signs mean, but we're going in here, right? And it looks like we're going up there. Not this one. This one. Is it? Oh yeah, it's in here somewhere. Oh, it's one of them little industrial estates. take places. Oh, should be back in. We're driving 20-footer. Let's go in here. Oh no, it looks familiar. Oh no, this is pretty near. Down here. Oh yeah, we used to come here with walking floors, look. Where on earth is it sending us? Where on earth is it sending us? What are we looking for? Sapphire Court. Oh. Right, I know we're alright. Keep going. Yeah, you used to come this way. There's a council. There'll be a council yard here that we used to come and fetch rubbish from. You know, when you put stuff in the bin and the dustbin lorry comes, we used to fetch that. So it's just up here then. We might actually pass that place. No, not this one. Keep going round. Yeah, look, we used to go in here. All the time we used to go in here, fetching stuff. In that yard there. Right, Enterprise. Oh. Let's go in here. It says it's up here somewhere. Let's see how accurate the car, the sat nav is. A bit more. Oh, is this a new place? Oh yeah, new unit maybe? I don't know, I haven't been this way. Right, which way we gotta go? We've gotta go in here. Generally speaking, you know, the sat nav is spot on, but occasionally, like we found yesterday, it can bite you on the behind. It's in here. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find a name here on the board going in. It says C1. Oh yeah, dental warehouse. Look, C1. No map though. A, B, C. C1 right in front of us. Right in front of us. Oh, hey. This is nice. This is nice. C1, yeah. I'm an hour early. It's 8 o'clock. They don't want you in till 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock booking. Which is fine really, because we don't want the cars to turn around. Oh, C1 and C2. Yeah, C1 and C2. Where are we going to go out the way? Well, we're going to want to turn around anyway. So, I think we're going to tuck ourselves in the corner back there, that way. But as yet, I'm an hour early, no one's turned up. It's no big deal, really. Let's put ourselves out of the way here. Let's wait, shall we? Yeah. And then somebody will tell us what to do, won't they? Sort of in front of their property. Anyway. And so, let's go here. Oh, easy peasy! It's in one of these doors in front of us on our left. It'll be one of these doors. No problem. Oh, we're here. Right, waffle over. Just on cue, somebody's turned up. Woohoo! Thing is, you may as well come early because if you're lucky, they'll start on you early. If you've got a 9 o'clock booking, you may as well be here for 8 because, alright, if you're unlucky, they make you wait till 9, but if you're lucky, they'll start at you at 8 and get you done early. I've just been in and seen the guy. Obviously I can't walk in there with the camera going, but it looks like it's a place where you would come to get dentist chair. There were some fantastic looking dentist chairs there, so you know, let's ask nicely and let's have a good, if we can get a chance, we might have a look at one of these, the modern dentist chair. Amazing, amazing. So we're going to turn around, we've got to go there at a funny angle, but let's get into position ready, because, you know, give this place another hour and it's going to be full of cars, isn't it? It's going to be impossible to try and turn around or get in a spot. So at least if we're in position, people can come and go, and you know, because there's lots of little units. So we're going to back into this corner. So sometimes it's worth coming just to be able to get space to maneuver around before everyone else turns in for work, because you know there's lots of people working in a place like this, and there's lots of cars going to turn up, isn't there? So in another hour this place is going to be full of cars, no doubts, or there's going to be a good chance of it. So because we're an hour early, we can maneuver around and get to the right spot, can't we? We can say you made, do you want me to hold that? You can say made full use of the container. Full to the brim, look. Full to the brim. Here we go, Landore Street. Here we go, Landore Street. Knowing how narrow it is, why would you park there?
Janice has a lovely sweater with a collection of donkeys.
Knowing how sharp it is. These boys are in the queue.
Apparently in her favourite chair at home whilst watching Countdown. So there you go, Janice Janine.
But it is difficult to find a place to park. It is, you know, but sometimes you can be helpful, sometimes you can't. Look at this guy, he's missed his turning. He's not been here before. What can he do now? Oh no, he's waiting to go in his end. See, they're waiting to go in the queue in the entrance place there. Whoop. Curb. Oh, right. Let us go here now then. Out the way. You go down a bit. Out the way of this one across the road. We won't be only here for a few minutes. We're just gonna look at our emails, WhatsApps, all that sort of thing. Get the right number to get in here. So this next one is a building construction site. I've heard of building merchants, but this thing is called a building construction merchants. Well, you know, that sounds okay. There should be a bit of space in a place like that. I've put the postcode in and it brings me straight to the street, so there's no problems on that score. The only problem is in Smethwick. Oh, it's one of those, another godforsaken place. Highly built up. So are we going to find ourselves blindsiding into a stupid little gateway? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Anyway, meantime, it's Philip Friday, so we're going to get a bit of juice first. Get a bit of go-go juice in this thing. I know it's very difficult when you're working in town and your taco comes up for a break, where the hell do you hide? But knowing how busy this place can be, taking your taco break right next door to where there's an existing queue on a bend isn't the best of places, mate. But there we are, and we're going for fuel in this particular place because hopefully, you know, it's only a little place, you've seen it before, but hopefully there's no idiot trying to take his break on trying to do, it takes 5-10 minutes to pour a bit of fuel in, and when they sit there for maybe 15 or 30 minutes because they do a break. This place is too small to do that sort of thing, but they do it on the bigger pumps, the bigger places, and then they cause a hell of a queue. So don't give a damn. So anyway, let's go see if we can go and get in and out of this fuel place. Fairly handy. Oh, traffic lights are out. I'm sure we'd deal with it ourselves better by this. Careful. Traffic lights are out. Are we going to be lucky? And are we going to get in here without any dramas? Are you feeling lucky, punk? Let's see. Remember, last time we were here, there was a dustbin wagon, wasn't in the way. Fingers crossed, there won't be anyone here. It's a fairly quiet place. Usually, that van's pointing the wrong way, but I can get him to back up. Yeah, and there's a van behind him. Oh, that's going to be interesting. The driver's sitting in that one. So I don't know what's going to happen now then. I'm going to have to sit here for a while. I'm going to have to just sit here for a while with my indicator in. Everyone's going to have to go around me. There's a hell of a queue behind me now. Is this van going to move? Good. He's going to go backwards, isn't he? Is he going to go backwards? Yeah, well, he's going to have to go backwards all the way then. He's trying to back out, yeah. Is he going to back out? Or is he going on the pumps? What was he doing? Come on, let's terrorise him. Not too bad, not too bad. He'll fill up and back out. Well, someone must have been watching my videos, because there's another Arctic pulling in behind us. Another container driver. Anyway, the question is, I know where I'm going. I can go through the middle of town, no doubt shorter, but lots of stopping and starting and lights and all that, and freighted and fully loaded. Or do I just jump out onto the motorway, make my way around and come back in again? The little bit that I'm going. So, I'm probably going to put, let's guess I'm going to put 5 miles extra by going around. I am a motorway boy. I'd much rather go on the motorway, make my way around. Will that save fuel? And stopping and starting and traffic lights and getting conflict with cars coming through the city centre? Or is it better to go around the motorway because yeah, you're going further, but you're not stopping and starting, are you? Well, hopefully not. Me, I'm a motorway boy, so I'm going to go around, and I'm not doing it for the benefit of the gaffer. I'm doing it at the benefit of bringing this thing back shiny side up inside the town city with this lot. Half of them haven't got a license, the other half haven't got no insurance. It's a madness down here, and the cops don't do nothing about it. That's if you could get someone to stop if they hit you or was involved. They all drive off down here. So it's safer to go around the motorway. I'm only here, yes, to do my job, but to keep this thing safe, to bring it back shiny side up every day. So I think the safest route for me, freighted, I'm not sure about, I don't care about time, I don't care about fuel consumption. I care about keeping this in one piece, not getting involved with any crackpots. So I'm gonna jump out onto the motorway, go up to 3 junctions and then come back in again. Sort of go around the corner, you know. So I'm going to Smethwick, so I'm coming out of Midland Birmingham Centre. Smethwick, this is where the lights were working, were they? What are we going to do? Are we going to stop? We stopped, I've had him. Here we go, keep going, the gap, beep, beep, beep. No good bibbing, boys, just get on with it. Right. Woo! No lights! Wow! Wow, right, let's carry on. So stopping this thing, you'd be lucky if it does 9, 10, maybe 12 to the gallon on a good day. Coming through the middle of town, stopping and starting, getting a fully freighted truck up and moving again, rather than on the motorway where we're going to get our best fuel consumption, although it's not very good anyway. I think it's on a freighted, you know, on a fully freighted truck. I think we're running most efficiently. We're going a little further. We're getting much better miles per gallon. What's your opinion? And let's guess 5 miles. Do I go 5 miles longer? Keep it rolling, use the momentum, save fuel, and for me I think it's safer. Or should I have done the shortest route and been stopping at lights, stopping at junctions, stopping at roundabouts, stopping at zebra crossings? How much more fuel would that have burnt? But of course, for this practice, let's say it's 5 miles shorter. Interesting. So this is the gamble you take. It's 11. It's Friday, so we try to keep off the motorways. But I know it's Friday, and it's a sunny Friday, but it shouldn't be this full at 11 o'clock. It's only 12 minutes past 11, so I should have been able to just roll around here, jump on the motorway, go around nice and steady. But that plan has gone to pot. Maybe I should have gone the other way. At least it's not stopping, it's just flowing. So we should be alright still. Yeah, but it wasn't as fast and as efficient as we'd hoped it might be at 11 o'clock on a Friday. But as always, whichever route you take, you don't know what the other route's going to do. You know, always when you get these choice, which way do you go, which way do you choose? It's up to the gods whether they slow you down or speed you up, isn't it? At least this is at a steady pace. The chances are, if we'd gone through the middle of town, we wouldn't have been actually stopped by congestion or whatever, but it would have been a lot of stopping and starting. So if we can get around at this pace, this will be alright. And if this comes to a stop, then we've made the wrong choice, haven't we? So I think rolling along here, using my mass, you know, I've got it going. Now I'm just keeping it going, being fully freighted, rather than stopping and starting and pulling yourself off a set of lights, getting yourself up to 20-25 mile an hour and then having to stop for the next set of lights or the next junction or the next roundabout, and then having to pull your momentum and get yourself up to speed again. So it is a lot safer. And Birmingham, oh, let me tell you about Birmingham. Half of them are wacky backy. They're smoking the wacky backy or something equivalent to it, and then the other half is suffering the effects of it because there's that much. It smells down there. The air, you can almost chew it, and that's if half of them have got a license, and then the other half aren't insured, and then the other half after that, them lot, they're all a bunch of cousins and brothers and cousins, and they all identify with the same name. Yeah, and they all use the same car, so it's not a safe place to be having to stop and swap details and get the right registration. They're all cloned cars, all nicked cars. We got a bit of a wave from the bridge there. You get all that stuff down there, so I'd rather keep well away from them and come around. Anyway, we're nearly coming off in a minute. We're only 1.5 miles off the motorway junction. So, we're a mile away. Are the trucking gods going to smile upon us? Or is he going to dump a whole bucket of water on our heads? Let's have a look. If we're going to near the place that I think we're going near, I don't think we have much chance. I think it's going to be a back and beyond sort of, not back and beyond, but but we could be wrong. We could be wrong. We could be wrong. Where do we go from here? Right. Back in the madness. Yeah. This is quite narrow down here, I think. I can see where we're going. I can see where we're going. I think there's a bridge along here, you know. There's a railway track. So, are we going to be able to get over this railway track? Will there be a weight limit on it? Let's just have a look. Yeah, we're going to go down here. We've been here before. It's going to be one of them places. Little back alley type place. Is it going to be a big builder merchant? It said builders construction merchant. The big the mosque is here, look. Yeah. It's Friday, so cars will be, it's mosque, it's prayer day, so there'll be cars dumped everywhere. Right, so we need to go down here. I think it's, where's this ambulance going? Let the ambulance do its thing. Maybe he's turning? Which way is he going? Yeah, thought so. Thought so. Let the ambulance do his thing. Right. Right, next left is Rolfe Street. Is what we want. Does it bear to the left? We're looking for a builder's merchant of some sort. What is this here? What is this here outside of the road? Oh. This might be the place. It's a bit early. Looking. Is this the place? Oh, right, I'm going to ask. I know I've dumped it in the middle of the street, but there's nothing else I can do. Not really. Put the hazards on. When in Rome, do what the Romans do and just dump it wherever the hell you can. Right, let's go and find out. It's the place we wanted. Building construction merchants. Oh, definitely the place. I don't know if it's the entrance they want me in. We must have blocks or something, I don't know. Let's go and find out. We're gonna go. Yeah. We're in the right place, but I've literally had to just abandon the truck. We got to go forward a bit more. Sorry, mate! It's not here, but it is here. This is the right place. The sat-nav. I blocked some poor bugger's entrance. He said he's got another place down here. So, We gotta go here. That's where the ramp and the forklift is. And he said he's got to make some space. No? Okay. Out here. By a restaurant, park on the side, he says. Okay. Looks like it's up here somewhere. At least there's a pavement park on there. He said up here somewhere, by a restaurant. Up here. Oh, is that the place up there? Is that another place? I'm going to go where this turned out. Do you see a restaurant? Right, where we're going to dump it. We're going to throw it in here. Throw it in here. At least we can. Does this look like this place? At least we've got pavement to go onto, and we can see. He did say slightly further on. He did say further on slightly where that car is, but I'm going to lay back a bit. He says he'll be with me 10 minutes. So let's sit here, see what happens. Son wants to go in this shut the door here by the looks of things. Yeah, so let me just back up slowly and let them in. There we are, should do the trick. Thank you. Give them a bit more space. Yeah. With something this big, you're always in somebody's way. You can't but be in somebody's way all the time. So, I think I can see where I want to be, which is where that truck is now offloading across the street. It looks like it's almost the opposite, a crossroads of some sort. So I'm going to wait here until he beckons me forward. No point me going further on and causing even more congestion. But where this truck and this van is, and this bloke's coming out of his shutter door again. They're coming up? Yeah. This man's coming out. We've got to go over there. Yeah, he's just pulling out from there now, look. So it looks a bit dodgy. It's opposite a crossroads. So we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, there's another container come from the other direction. I reckon he's got the same stuff. I think these people put an order on. Several containers turning up. I think it's time for me to go walkies and go and tell him which one I am. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Yeah. Going to stuff himself there, isn't he? Come on, let's go walkies. I knew the bloke, I knew the driver. Yeah, well, Reggie, it's fair enough. You were here first. Yeah, I've been sitting down here for 3/4 of an hour. Oh, is that where that bloke went? He disappeared. I've noticed them. Bloke came, stood there, looked all around, and then disappeared in that doorway. Oh, and then another one came out and had a good look when he came out. So they're living there secretly. Anyway, we're going to make a move. So I've got to curl around. Here's the bloke. Okay.
I'm going to get my phone from there.
Okay, lovely. We're going to get his lunch. You're going to get his lunch, okay. His food. Now look at this. I saw two dodgy people. And they came and they had a good look, then they stepped in. And the other one came out and had a good look around. There's somebody living in that derelict place there. Come on. Drive in. Oh. Buttons is waiting. He doesn't realise I'm going to go in this turning. Oh, he decided to go the other way. Okay, fair play. Fair enough. I'm going in there. Thank you, boys. Cleared that one. What's this gateway? Oh. Yeah. What? Somebody just stopped me. Boss man said, I can't block the road. I've got to. He said, yeah, now I've got to get off the road. I've been here 3/4. The boss man went for his food now. He said going, the boss man that was walking down there, the man I saw up there, he said, come down. But yeah, but I can't sit with my ass in the road, can I? Yeah. Oh yeah, van's gone now. I just can't stop in the middle of the road, can I? Yeah, it's all right. I'm really close up against that wall there. Don't know if I'm going to do it. No good shouting at me, you tossers. Look, I'm right up against the wall there. Where are we in the mirror? Where are we in the mirror? Come on, where are we in the mirror? There, look. Where am I? Right up against the wall there. And I'm up against the fence here. Right up against the fence, so, you know. You've been waiting 3/4 of an hour here. I can't leave my arse out in the road. These bloody planks right by the side of me for me to try and straighten up this corner, so that's not going to make things easy. Yeah, right on the edge there. In it now, but I need a set of eyes on the inside there. Okay, what's this lock here? Yeah, I need a set of eyes on there, look. All right? Yeah? Good lad. Let me in. Yeah, keep me in. Okay, now come round. Yeah, now come round. This is the boss man that gets things done. The other one, not so good. As always, the forklift drivers. Come that way, square it up. Yeah. Backwards, yeah.
I need here.
Okay. You need to be right over there, yeah. Come on. Go right back. Okay, we can go in there now. We need that. Okay. Yeah, it's all right. I'll get it back there.
Stay here, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, close to that wall again. I'm trying to get into that wall. That's going to be good enough. Okay. Lovely. I'm right on the edge of a step there. Right on the edge of a step. And we've got plasterboard coming out of here today. Bit of a palaver because it takes 2 forklifts to get it out. But I better keep out the way because I've upset them. Woo! That's how much of a slope we're on. That much. Anyway, that's what's coming out the back of the truck, see? Packs of plasterboard. Yeah. 8x4 sheets, I guess? Yeah. Packs of plasterboard. Full of them. Sean, look what I can see in front of me. So we can get a good picture of it. Look, the Welsh Dragon on bags of cement, isn't it? Wow. Oh, let's go and take a walk, see what that is, Sean. Dragons on bags of cement. Never seen that before. Dragon cement. Does it say it comes from Wales? Portland. No, it's not quite the Welsh Dragon. Very similar, isn't it? Dragon Alpha cement. Portland cement. Portland. It doesn't say where it comes from. Where is it coming from? Blimey. All it says is it's Dragon cement. So it's probably imported cement. Probably come in a container, I'd say. Could be North Wales cement, don't know. Let's get out of here. Oh, what have I done with that? Okay. I'm on a step, so I can't risk rolling forward in any way. Good, we're clear from the step. Okay. Okay. There you go. Exactly me on a place you can't see. Looking okay? Okay. One more time. Okay, yeah. One time. One more time. Just trying to get out to this corner. Right, try this. Is it gonna go? Gonna go there. The man stood there. Yeah. Bit more. Yeah, looking like it's gonna go. Okay. Oops. Oops. Yeah, let's go as deep as we can. Get out this gateway. Okay. Keep going. Yeah. Bit more, bit more, bit more. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Got to gooseneck it out. That's what that's called. Ooh, gotta watch the leads. Watch the leads. This is cool. Someone else is trying to back in. So I'm trying to gooseneck it out. Right. Ooh. Now this is where you gotta watch your side fairings. You gotta watch your leads because you're full lock. As tight as the thing go. Front corner. Right. Now keep close this side. Trailer's behind me. Which way is he gonna go? I'm out. I was hoping to go up there. Can you go forward a bit? Thank you, mate! Ooh. What a shithole! Right, we're out. Oh, where do we get out of here now? How do we get out of here? Go over there and yeah, let's get past here. I think we've got to go to the end and come back. Let's head. Now we're going to go through the middle of town. We're empty. Let's go back. So this is what you get. You've seen me live and at the scene, and it's now. I got there about 11:30. It's now 2 o'clock. I got a phone call. What's going on, Richie? What's going on? I tell them what's going on. 3/4 ready. I was tipped. I was waiting to get the ramp took off me. You can't move until they tell you to move, or unless you're disconnected. And anyway, well, yesterday we sent 2 containers down there, and they took the same time as you're taking to do 1 container. Well, yeah, I don't disagree. That might be right, but this is my journey today, and this is what I'm doing. This is what's happening to me. Anyway, I said to him, as soon as I'm moving, I'll ring you, let you know. So I ring, say I'm rolling. Effing hell, right, okay, Reggie, you do this, do that. I'm off back to the container, get rid of this. But it's I sometimes tell them, why don't you get a bloody camera in the cab live and at the scene so you can clip into it and you can see what I'm seeing. just because they did two containers in half the time, and I've took one container in double the time. There's nothing I can do about it, is there? It is what it is. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's go see what they're going to give me next. So do you remember me telling you I could have took the long way, I could have took the short way, or I could have took the motorway. Anyway, I decided to take the motorway, didn't I? And there was a little delay. So now I've decided to come back. I'm empty. I've decided to come back the short way. Well, seemingly the short way. There's traffic here as well. Look at this unholy mess that's going on here. So sometimes you just can't win. It is what it is, isn't it? And it's Friday, so we're just gonna have to stuff our way down here. We've committed to this route now, which is shorter. We are emptier. We are empty now, so you know. But we're much closer to these lunatics that crash and bump and squeeze into you. But anyway, we're coming this way. We've been this way before, haven't we? Yeah. So, see you in a minute. So it seems that it is a set of traffic lights that's causing us. But in the city, that causes massive congestion so fast. Wow. Yeah. Let's see how we're getting on here. They're not finally going to finish this hospital, are they? Do you remember the Carillion, when Carillion went bump? Took this hospital with them. They've been at it working on this hospital. And then it went City Hospital, and then it went the firm that was running it, a multi-million pound thing. Carillion, when Carillion went down, took this hospital with it. So they're not finally trying to finish it, are they? They're doing some sort of work outside it. This the hospital with a victim of Carillion going bump. So we're about to go to a place where, if you saw the film, you saw the film and you know. If you didn't see the film, you don't know, and don't worry about it. But you know, this hobby of mine, doing YouTube, caused a bit of a ruckus, and not only for me but for the people around me, or could be possible. So I took it off. Doesn't matter that, you know, it wasn't lies and it was truth, and it was readily alive and at the scene and all that malarkey. Wasn't made up, wasn't deliberately made to malice. But anyway, so I've got to behave and not do it again. I don't want anyone to get in trouble for my sake. Anyway, so I've agreed not to do it. So anyway, I can only tell you, I've got an empty scale. I'm only going to get a box. So what's going on here, I wonder? I'm only going to get a bus, so all I can do is I can tell you what time I'm arriving and I'm going to go there, and what time I'm coming from there. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going. I'm not going to tell you the name of where I'm going. A little bit of a secret place now, but if you saw the film, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. They might be monitoring the channel. Well, I'm getting a few views out of it then, aren't I, if they're just watching to keep an eye on me. So it's Friday. I expect it to be quite busy. It's 3:15. So I don't expect it to be ridiculously or mega busy, but I do expect it to be quite busy, which is sort of normal, you know, for any of these sort of places. So I don't know what this junction 9 is a very naughty junction. I think mainly because they don't let the cars flow around it. or it could be a set of lights. Last time there was a set of lights not working here, and boy oh boy did it cause havoc. But it could be something else, a breakdown or something, or you know, we don't seem to be flowing very well. So let's see. But anyway, it's unfair to tell you that the time is now when I came back out, because this is going to delay me. All right, love? You all right? Oh, we're swapping. Okay. This junction's mad, isn't it? They wanted to go that way, they're going to bug out. I can't bug out, I've got a destination to get to. Oh, so anyway, I'll tell you when I'm a bit closer, and then I'll tell you what time it comes out, and that's as good as it gets. I don't know what it is about the design or the make of this junction, but when it goes bad, it always goes bad. I don't know what's causing the problem here, who should be where, or but yeah, this junction somehow manages to gridlock itself. Whenever there's bother, it just manages to gridlock itself. I don't know if it's the drivers, I don't know if it's the lane markings, so people are swapping and changing. I don't really know, I can't really put my finger on it. Or people thinking, well, this lane is better than that lane to get me to where I want to go, and I'll cut in at the last minute or whatever. But yeah, this is a terrible junction when it goes wrong. It doesn't go wrong very often, but when it goes wrong, it's a terrible junction. It doesn't help when people go into yellow box junctions when they're not supposed to. They haven't got far to look ahead of themselves, but if there's no space to get out, you're not supposed to block a box junction, are you? But they do. They do. Mrs, you shouldn't stop on a box. If you can't get out the other side of a box junction, you're not supposed to be there. But I haven't seen yet what's causing the trouble. I think it's the queue getting onto the motorway, you know. I think it is. I'm not really sure. About to approach the place where the first and the only ever place so far for me to get into trouble with my YouTubing. And is it a hobby? Is it a passion? Is it a drug? I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's 15:37 and we're probably 2 or 3 minutes away. and I'll tell you, because basically that's all I can tell you. And if you saw the film, you saw the film. If you didn't see the film, ignore me. Right, so 15:37, and we are approaching the place that we cannot speak of. So I'm back out on the road. I can't tell you where I've been, I can't tell you what I've done. I can tell you though that they were flying. It's 16:11. Yes, it's 11 minutes past 4 now. Wow, in and out. I thought they'd be Friday. I thought, oh, you know, busy. You can usually give yourself an hour these places. If you get in there within an hour, you're doing well. Sometimes if it stretches to an hour and a half or 2 hours, then anything beyond 2 hours, then you know it's not good. But because I wasn't able to tell you, because I wasn't able to continue the film saying that they were having a very bad day the last time I was here, I can't tell you that they're having an excellent day today, and I was straight in and straight out. I couldn't want for anything better. But sometimes it does that, doesn't it? You think you're doing right. I try to show you everything. Now, part of that is, obviously, on that day I was stuck here in the railhead. You can get stuck on any of the railheads when they're having a bad day. Sometimes you get stuck in a customer for hours and hours, and I've shown you that, haven't I? And as we saw on the way in, we're now going to get bit. The rail's going to be alright, the customers are going to be alright, we're going to get stung by the road. To get all three in a line, you know, to get in and out the customer, in and out the railheads, up and down the roads without any sort of delay or problem is quite rare. There's always something gonna get you somewhere, but that's why you can't plan. It's so difficult to plan something. Well, I'll be there at a certain time. You know, you start early morning. As you see, generally I do 2 boxes. How can it take 12 hours to do 2 boxes? Well, I try to show you, don't I? Sometimes it takes a little less, which is a bonus. Sometimes it takes a little more. Sometimes I'm only take 15 hours to do 2 boxes. If you get caught by everything, you know. And here, we're just going to get caught. And it's queuing right the way back to here. And I've got to get the other side of the motorway. There is no other way out. Because if the M5042 south is chocker, I can't go back down south and risk that coming up north is bad, because I don't know what's causing the trouble. So I'm just going to have to be patient and make my way through the junction. And it seems like it's still queuing, and it don't look good. I'm going to get stuck on this roundabout. Got to block somebody somewhere. Let's try and do the right thing and let people that are not coming onto the roundabout go that way. I think we should stay on the inside lane, you know. Yeah, I think we should stay on this inside lane, because they're queuing to get on the 42, aren't they? So if we stop here and do this, hopefully people can get around us. This van behind me just about make it round the inside of the island if I go up tight here and give him the space that he needs. Right, that's the end of my day really. It's back to the yard. So this is where I think the modern the taco rules don't take into account the conditions of the modern roads. Yeah, you can get held up, and yeah, when the taco rules were invented, the road, there was less people on the roads. There's that many more traffic, that much more traffic on the roads. It's changed the way the roads operate, and you get something like this here, and the TACA regulators don't give you any leeway or any explanation or any way. So you're coming to the end of the day, you're running out of hours, you're running out of time, you've got to take a break, blah 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 blah. This is waiting in the queue here is counted as driving. Short of if we find a situation where we're switched off completely, then you can put a break in possibly, but it's just the TACA rules aren't fit for the volume of traffic that is now on the roads, and we're being governed by rules that just don't take into account that things happen out on the roads, and the roads are more busy, there's more incidents on the roads, stuff happens more often, you know, and it's Friday and we're all trying to get home. Right, small rant over. So it's 16:23. We've been in this queue a few minutes. I think I've turned off. Let me tell you what time it takes me, or how long it takes me to get past this junction, or to get through this junction. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be terrible. It's going to take me an hour. I can't remember last time this thing stopped. It took about, I don't think I'm exaggerating when it took about 2.5 or 3 hours to get through the junction. There's no other way to go. We're now trapped and committed. It's 16:41 and we're getting nowhere. We're getting nowhere. There's not a hell of a lot going on. Wow. This is going to be a right stinker to get through, this is. It's now 5 o'clock, 1700 hours. That left-hand lane seems to be flowing a lot better than this lane, but considering the 42 was blocked, I don't know what's causing it, but anyway, this one's quite a bit slower, but we're still not there yet, and it's 1 minute past 5. Oh, and there's, nothing's going anywhere very quickly. So, it's 9 minutes past 5, 17:09, and we're just making it to the roundabout, and there doesn't seem anything obvious that's causing the trouble. You'd think we'd be flowing, look, and I don't know what's causing this this damage. I can't see where the problem is. As soon as I see it, I'll let you know. But I don't think it's a bump or anything. It's either the lights out of sequence or the 42 is jammed, which is then jamming the roads onto the roundabout, which is, I don't know, because this inside lane's going to go 42 south, and they seem to be getting on the motorway okay from here. So where the blockage is, I don't know. So there's one of our guys. It looks like he's gonna go down the 42. I don't see that. I don't see where the sticking point was, because when I went over the 42 it was standing, but it seems to be flowing, but in a very slow way, so I don't understand where the problem is. So this is what causes the problem. They all get gridlocked, they block each other so the roundabout doesn't get to work. They were coming off before, going up the 38. I want to go up the 38. I can't see nothing causing us any trouble. I can't see the problem. It's just congestion. Unless these lights are changing way too quick and they've gone out of sequence or something, I don't know. I still can't see where the problem is. I can see a hell of a queue entering the roundabouts. I can see the 42 down below me, flowing okay, but I know there's going to be more ahead of that if I go around that way. Even I can see traffic coming off the Belfry, but it's this roundabout, it's the inside 2 lanes of this roundabout that's causing all the trouble, I think. And it's 17:18. Look at it. It's all the way down there. 42's no better. Look, 42's coming to a stop down here. And then it's got to go up through Birmingham. So I can't see where the problem lies. I haven't seen an accident. I haven't seen nothing. I've seen a few people running the red lights because it's clear and nobody could move. But that's about it. But can you see these box junctions being blocked? Everybody's blocking the box junction. The two arse of these 2 trucks are blocking this box junction, which is stopping this from flowing around and getting us to escape off the roundabout. You know what I mean? Don't know what the hell is going on. There's a lunatic behind me that keeps bibbing. I don't know what he's on about. I can hear an alarm, police siren. That's not going to happen. Finally, I think we're going to escape it. Just watch them block this box junction again. I think that's what's happening. Just everybody's gridlocking the place. This guy here, look. We're on lights. He's going straight. I don't know where he's going with his container. And all the rest of them, they're all moving like mad. Look at him, he joins just straight across the road, he is. Yeah. They're just, everybody's gridlocking everybody. Not allowing anybody to do anything. Let's see if we can squeeze around here. And that's what they're doing. None of them know how to drive. There's no incident on that roundabout at all. It's just gridlocked. Pure and simple gridlocked. The problem is, it's its own, it can't work because everything's gridlocked and there's a big long tail out to everybody. Everything's got a big tail, all the roads going in, so they're all going to be jamming themselves in, frustrated, not driving properly, so they're not letting the roundabout work. That's when it gets full, that roundabout just gridlocks itself. What's the cure of it? I don't know, but yeah, that's a few times I've seen that roundabout do that. Just absolutely kill itself with volume of traffic with no incident on it. There may have been something to start it off, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There may have been a breakdown, there may have been something, and obviously it's created queues, and then the queues have built up, and then maybe the AA man or whoever have towed it away, and then when you leave it alone through all the queues just then pile in and gridlock it. So we're going past the Belfry. Look at this. Oh, and it's 25 minutes past 5. And this is, you know, we were in the one queue trying to get into it from one side, weren't we? And this is the other queue trying to get into it from the other side. There's no easy answer. And it'd be 2 days. You couldn't put policemen there to tell them what to do, because you'd get run over, you'd get stampeded. Oh, this is bad, man. That junction, I've seen it a few times. It doesn't happen that often, do you know what I mean? But when it's bad, that junction 9 manages to hold its problem for a long, long time. So the good thing about it is when that junction is shut and everyone's queuing to get on it, the roads that are coming off it feed it so little that we should have a clear run all the way home now, more or less, unless we hit a bit of local traffic near the yard. And the good news is we filled up earlier today, so we don't have to fill it up. So it's straight back to the yard. So be a 6 o'clock finish. Be a 12-hour day today.